my name's James Nicholson and welcome to my YouTube channel. Another lender has cut rates below that magic 4%. Yesterday I did a video about the first lender that did that, and a couple of you in the comments said, well, this is hardly a price war, no one else is doing that. And I did say in that video, I expect other lenders will follow suit, and that has happened today. So in this video, we're going to talk about who that other lender is. This is a much better deal than we were talking about yesterday as well. So fees are down significantly on that. And let's talk about what we expect. Are other lenders going to get into this price war? And why is it happening now? So if you're new around here and you haven't done already, do subscribe to the channel over there and hit the bell notification. We're on the way to 38,000 subscribers now. And every single one of you, I appreciate that have subscribed over the last year or so. And let's get some more views on this video. How do we do that, you ask? Very easy. Smash like, tickle like, do something to that like button. That helps with the YouTube algorithm. And press share. I'm sure you know somebody that you could WhatsApp, Facebook message or email this video to that's looking for a mortgage right now that wants to get a better rate. So do that as well. So yesterday we had Santander dropped rates. And it was good. It's a great start. The rates that Santander put out yesterday are 3.99%, and that gets us below that magic 4%. For lenders, psychologically, that's a big thing, and the press really did cover this in a lot of places yesterday. It was on all the national news stations. Most newspapers covered it as well because it's a big deal dropping below 4%, and they will use this, lenders, as a marketing strategy because as we saw yesterday, this did get Santander a lot of positive publicity. Now, what a lot of you did say in the comments was the fees. They were quite high on this one, and they were £1,999. That's not cheap, and that means that a lot of people may be put off by that. So why would you take a rate of 3.99 with the fees at that level? Well, I believe that a lot of people really care about what's the monthly payment on this, and the monthly payment will be lower. These fees, you're not actually paying them up front, you can just add them to the balance, and overall your monthly payment would likely drop compared to the other deals in the market, and that's what a lot of people look at. So today another lender's come out, and I talked about these guys yesterday, and that's Barclays. Now, Barclays, over the last few months, has been aggressive in the mortgage market. The main lenders that have been really competitive is Barclays, NatWest, and Nationwide. Nationwide have various brands that you may not realise are part of them. They've got the Mortgage Works, and they now own Virgin Money as well. So there are lenders that have been really aggressive, and Barclays has often been one of the better lenders with some of the better rates. Now, this deal, the Santander, you need a 40% deposit to get that, and so do you with this Barclays deal. So you do need a chunky deposit, so it's not going to be ideal for a first-time buyer, but most people do have that much in equity in their property. If you think of the majority of the market, people have owned houses for decades, they're not going to have huge balances, and they can afford to have that 40% deposit. So this is good for refinancing, swapping lenders, all of that kind of stuff. So what is their rate? Well, Barclays have matched that rate at 3.99%, which is good. Here's where it gets better though. The fees have dropped massively on this deal. This is way more competitive, and the fees are £899. That's what you want to see. I'm sure you'd agree, right? And so that's moving in the right direction. Now, why has this happened? Well, last week, the Bank of England, as you saw if you watch this channel, has cut their base rate. That went from 4.75 to 4.5%, but that doesn't always directly impact mortgage rates. Yes, it impacts people on a tracker rate, so they would have gone down immediately. But these banks, Santander, Barclays, HSBC, NatWest, they borrow from bigger lenders, and they borrow on something called the SONIA swap rate. Now that has been dropping over the last few weeks. So far this year, it is down, and it does indicate it's around 3.8%, something like that now. Maybe in the comments, if you know exactly what it is, you can comment just so we know where we're at. Now, the SONIA swap rate has been going down, and that means that these lenders can borrow at a much cheaper rate now. And what I expect is you will see other lenders cutting below this 4%. Now, it does mean that the economy and the outlook isn't looking so great. The Bank of England said in their meeting when they cut rates, there is another cut on the horizon. That could be by May. A lot of people think that could potentially be in March. So the Bank of England are looking to cut rates fairly soon again. Then there will be a bit of a pause, and the expectation is it could be fairly flat. A lot of this is dependent on Trump's tariffs. What happens with those tariffs? Do they impact the world? Another thing that Trump could impact is the Ukraine war. If that does end, which he's saying yesterday, potentially that is going to be something that will stop. That could mean that energy costs come down if we get an agreement to buy gas and oil and stuff from Russia. That could help push inflation down a little bit quicker. So these are things that we've got to keep an eye on. And a war in Russia or in Ukraine does impact your mortgage rates because we are a global economy. So we will have to keep an eye on that. What will happen with other lenders? Well, as I said, there are certain lenders that are very aggressive and want to be competitive on price. Nationwide is one to watch. I do think that we will see something fairly positive from Nationwide or one of their other brands, Virgin Money. Those two have been ones that have been quite competitive. I think that you will see in the next week and a half that they start to come to the party under 4% as well. I think you'll get other lenders that will drop down near there or thereabouts. So this is a good start. This has also happened because the market is starting to slow down. So I will tell you on videos, the market is busy, and that's true. The market is busy with lots of transactions going through right now that are trying to complete before the end of March, before the stamp duty increases. That is happening. So estate agents, solicitors, mortgage brokers, they are busy getting these deals done. But what has slowed down is the deals that are following along behind those. So the deals that are looking to complete in April, May, June, those transactions are happening now. People are walking into estate agents right now with the idea of moving by April, by May, or by June. Those transactions are starting to slow down because there is uncertainty on how the stamp duty increase will impact prices. So mortgage companies and banks are acting ahead of that to stimulate the demand and try and replace some of those less interested people and get them back into the market with transactions. So hopefully that makes sense. If you've seen a lender that is also below 4%, do comment below and I'll go and check them out and update you guys with what I find. And if you haven't done already, do go and check out the fundamentals of property investing. It's my birthday tomorrow, Friday the 14th of February, and I'm reducing the price this week on the fundamentals of property investing to just £24. So if you want to learn how to find properties at below market value, how to improve the value of the property, how to market the property so you get maximum rent, what's the right strategy? Should you run it as a serviced accommodation, or should you run it as an HMO, or just a standard buy-to-let? We cover all of that, and it's £24. Everyone else is selling that for a fortune. So click on the link below, grab it. That's the best price we've ever had, much cheaper than Black Friday. So do check that out. And while you're here as well, do subscribe if you didn't already, and check out all the other content on the channel as well, including this video right here.